Coffee at Starbucks today came with a dose of politics.
We've got the polling locations on the back.
The company urging people to vote tomorrow, following a letter to employees using Seattle's public safety decline as a critical reason to carry this election.
Status quo is simply not good enough. We think that there's an opportunity for change. That's not heavy-handed. That's simply saying get out and vote, use your voice. We don't tell people who to vote for.
But before many businesses got involved, it was Seattle residents who got loud starting in 2018.
What you're seeing here is you're seeing an uprising of everyday folks, people that are working 9 to 5.
In the past year, I've done many stories on repeat offenders. The sister of this prolific offender who was accused of throwing coffee on a toddler in downtown Seattle says if Francisco Calderon is released, he will commit another crime. So she says the best thing is involuntary commitment. Police say Christopher Morissette stabbed one elderly man in the neck and another one in the back.
We do believe that this was an unprovoked and random attack.
Jonathan James Wilson is one example. Back in March, police arrested Wilson for randomly trying to throw a woman off this Madison Street overpass onto I-5.
What we're doing now with a small population of people that are dealing with mental illness and substance use is not working.
Companies like Bartell Drugs sharing surveillance of assaults, harassment, and shoplifting employees are having to endure. Fed up, in September, the CEO announced is closing down its 3rd and Union branch. Meanwhile, in Pioneer Square, businesses like Emerald City Guitars that have called 911 too many times to count are hoping for change.
I'm appalled, I'm angry, I'm frustrated about what's going on down here and in our city in general.
Emerald City Guitars owner Jay Boone there saying that the same people are coming back over and over again to harass and steal from his shop. I first talked to them back in February, I believe. They say it's just not getting better even now. And going back to Starbucks for a second, the company may not be coming out and endorsing a specific candidate, but it's implied in their letter that they're obviously not happy with the current system. So as you can imagine, people who are supportive of the incumbents cannot be happy with, their efforts today. And it was a big effort. They came out full force as a company trying to get people and drive people to the polls. So we'll see if we're going to have a good turnout or not. But obviously, we don't know that until tomorrow. But again, public safety, one of the #1 key issues we believe that's going to take people to the polls, you guys.
Oh, yeah, and we've heard from business after business. You've told their stories, and I mean, they came out with a system failure report documenting the 100 repeat offenders. This is a big issue for them.
It is, and many of you may have already heard about this prolific offender report called System Failure. They looked at 100 prolific offenders, and it's been 9 months of them tracking these people. And so far, out of the 100, 88 of them have gone back to jail, and collectively, we are talking about 241 extra bookings since February. So obviously those numbers tell you that we are not in the clear, that the city has a lot of work to do, and whoever those people are, going to be elected, they have a lot of work ahead of them.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, Hannah,
Big
thank
task.
you. Yeah, for sure.
All right, we want to bring in Q13's Brent